Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta cluster. Two-thirds of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
Alright, we are back. So, now that we have completed our second main story mission, it's time to talk to the crew some more. See what's going on with their lives. I think people like Presley and Dr. Chakwas still have the same dialogue options. They don't really develop all that much, I think. I may be wrong. I will go have a quick talk to Chakwas to see if she has changed, but I don't think so. First, let's talk to Kaidan, though. What up, man? Oh yeah, my sweaty face again. I forgot.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
Yeah, it would suck to have constant migraine. Pretty much he has Pfeiffer.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus.
Dun dun.
He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit.
Indeed.
I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Oh shit, what did you think of my decision of letting the Queen live?
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Okay.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
I don't know what's my situation like with Kaidan. I don't know what he thinks of me. I'm glad they don't really show you that. Dr. Chakwas, you probably still have...
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Are you okay with your mother being gone and stuff?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
she was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Oh my god, she's still with you. I don't believe that shit. God damn it.
I blame Saren. And if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Thank you.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the
You have a good
process.
memory, girl.
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
But we don't have the luxury of time. The Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
So you said we turned 150, and that's, well, I don't know if it's realistic, of course, but people have been getting older throughout the century, so in the future that will probably also happen. But can you imagine how you look when you're 150? You probably couldn't even move without dying. But in the whole Mass Effect universe, in the books and stuff, they have medicine meds to keep you younger, so even if you're 40 or something, you will still look like a 25-year-old.
You can't argue with results.
No, but there are consequences. Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as a bully. You run over anyone who gets in your way.
Kinda, yeah.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz.
No, you don't.
The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You looked that up?
Why are you so interested in me?
I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Fuck! Are you serious? Are you giving me this whole choice now where I need to choose? Well, I don't like I'm not into aliens, but I don't like Ash's attitude, and I fucking don't like her hair. In terms of face, Liara's better. I don't like her tentacles on her fucking head, but...
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
You are putting me here on the block. But, as, you know, I'm a guy, spaceship, getting lonely, had only guys on my, on my ship before, but I'm not of the, the take it in the butt, or, taking someone from behind thing. I'm going for girl, whether you're bald, blue, or have forearms.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
Ash is not gonna like that.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange?
At least you have bigger tits
Why
than
do
Ashley.
I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
What is the one thing we have in common?
Quit thinking like a scientist. Logic doesn't work when it comes to relationships. Just let yourself get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
That is why. That is why it's fun. That sounds like a fucking answer that I would give. Oh my
A
god.
little danger makes things exciting.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
No,
I should
goodbye.
Goodbye, Shepard.
What codex did I get? I don't know. Maybe it's a secondary codex. Anyway, so we have got those. We need to talk to Tali, Rex, Ashley, Garrus. Do I need to sell stuff? I don't know. I don't know how much I have in my inventory. Can I check that? Where can I check that? Where? Doesn't say anywhere. Well, whatever. I wonder if I already get the side quest. Probably not. Probably need to talk to them 3 times.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core.
To the core, hardcore.
I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh, wait, what? You've got experience with him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone.
That's a
I had
shame.
A really bad feeling about him.
He has a cool voice
So
actor.
I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Didn't even get to wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Alright.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading
A
vessel.
Volus?
Big one.
Ah.
Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
And they're so little. But they must have something valuable as their Voluses.
That's the only
Voli.
time you saw
I don't
him?
know.
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Are your people
Oh
really
god,
bad?
not this
We're
again.
sure we're too spread
Lots of
out.
species of...
Shit!
So we leave. Shepard.
Don't want that shit. What up, Williams?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
Oh, you kind of feel for Sony now, huh? You kind of have a soft spot. Or
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure.
are you...
I was just
Damn it.
watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Okay.
Let's pretend this never happened.
I wanna... Are you tits bigger than Liara's? Because then I wanna change.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
Of course not, sir.
Well,
Fraternization is against regulations.
doesn't seem
What's
like
up?
it.
You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect.
Spacer, huh?
We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea.
Oh,
At least one
that's
of my parents was always on
actually
duty.
true. I'm an only
Yeah,
child. Hey.
Military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did.
Oh.
Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away.
Amaterasu. That's the
Close enough to talk
sun
to
god
anybody, too
in
far to make it
Japanese.
back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
Japanese myth. Boys will be boys, dear God.
Sounds like that situation didn't last.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed.
Indeed.
She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You're way too tomboyish.
Did anything happen while you were home?
My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her.
Uh-oh.
I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm
Let's see.
more or less a straight-up puncher.
Yeah, your tits are
When
not.
he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying.
Aww.
She hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Okay, I don't know what you're implying by that, but interesting.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always
Oh,
roaming
God.
with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. Cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
Amazing. I would not even say it in real life. If I was bored, I would say like, I don't know, it is.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite.
Whoa, 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 what's with the tone change all of a sudden?
Recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.